right, hello everybody. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast. We're coming to you live from the top 8 of the Gen Con Galactic Qualifier and the what's the word that we're looking for? The North American Championship. All right, we have Andrew Schmidt versus Nathan Eide. Nathan Eide, we saw won their last game. By the way, shout out to Chris Allen and Ryan Staniszewski for covering those games while Will and I were taking a break after, unfortunately, losing in the first round of the Cup.
Yeah.
You know what? We had fun, though.
I had a blast.
All right.
I'm William Hegwood, by the way.
Yes.
Also joining Dion Morales
I didn't finish the intro. I wasn't done.
All right, start talking. That's right. Yes. We'll find our group here, Dion.
All right. And I'm joined by my good friend, William Hegwood. We have Andrew and Nathan. Before we get too far, though, I want to say thank you to our supporters and sponsors of today's and this whole weekend streams the last 4 days. Shout out to Asmodee for providing us internet access. Actually, the first time we've had access to that here rather than running it off of a mobile device or a hotspot. So shout out to them. Thank you to our patrons who paid those phone bills when we had to do that and made it so that we can be here at Gen Con. And of course, shout out to Curl Paw Creatives, longtime supporter of the channel. This round, we are playing Scramble the Transmission, Will, and everybody at home, it is time for you to choose your champion, and we're going to break down these lists. Let's make it happen.
You don't want to talk about Scramble first?
I can talk about Scramble.
Let me know about Scramble.
Scramble the Transmissions, we have 3 objective tokens out there. Starting in the second round, a ship can fly by it. If you're within range 0 to 1 of that objective token, you can go ahead and use the scramble action to claim the objective. Your opponent can claim them as well. Claiming at higher initiative is, of course, really powerful. You get 1 point per claimed objective at the end of each round. And that is Scramble. This is probably one of my favorite scenarios out of the 4 that we currently play, and I'm excited to see how this one shakes out. And it's interesting, this tradition that we're kind of starting with the cuts it kind of resets on the cut day. We're going to play 4, and we have no idea what the final is going to be.
Yeah, I like that random final. I'm pushing for droid soccer, but
they're saying no.
No, they're just not going to let me.
It's in TTT.
It sure is. Let's go. Anyways, let's talk some lists here. We saw Nathan Eide last round. He's flying the Imperials. He has Darth Vader in his iconic X1 with predictive shot, debris gambit, passive sensors, pattern analyze, mag pulse. Basically, this Vader can get evades, and he can get target locks even while K-turning. He can even barrel in the combat phase, which is going to be very powerful against the Initiative 6 on Andrew's side. We see the big old Reaper out there. That's Captain Faroff. I want to click these. Why can't we click the pictures, Dion? I like
we
the
can.
Pictures.
We always can.
I like the pictures.
Captain Faroff.
There he is. Or there they are.
Sure.
Captain Faroff. Basically, if you don't have any green tokens, he gets to roll a guaranteed evade every time. Has 7 Sister for a force point and some debuffing, maybe a tractor or a jam if you stress yourself around her. The rest of this here, we have Iden Versio leading some TIE fighters. Iden can save herself or other TIE fighters from suffering damage once per game. Got Elusive for defensive rerolls, an Ion Cannon for a little bit of control, and a 3 dice gum. And we got Jingle Jingle Wampa here. Wampa trying to draw fire. If you don't shoot at him, he gets an extra attack dice. In the Jingoist, the Terror right now out there at just 2 points. They can strain you unless you remove one of your green tokens. And as Contraband, Cybernetics, or whether you need to fly through a debris or K-turn, you can still get your actions. I guess you can K-turn even while stressed as well.
You can.
That. Pretty awesome.
It's good stuff. I mean, Jingle Jingle Wampa is pretty much an Imperial standard right now, right? It's just such a good value at each of them being 2 points. and they fit nicely in a lot of lists. Just to
turns out pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it's what we discovered, right? In even before they changed the most recent points, is that
2-point ships are pretty good.
2-point ships, they enable so many different builds, and if there's only a few choices, or even when there's a lot of choices, there's a lot of times it's obvious, like, this is the best decision here. You just slot it in.
I mean, we're getting, for half the squad, you get 4 TIE fighters, which is very affordable, in my opinion. But let's take a look at Andrew Schmidt. He is flying the Resistance. Click on this, Poe Dameron, and oh boy, there's going to be a lot of upgrades you're going to have to click off here. We'll go, we'll see if we can name them off. Go ahead, click it.
Go for it.
We got Poe Dameron. He takes 2 actions. The second one, treating it as red. We got Heroic for defensive rerolls. R4 for those hard to blues. Fairy Sphere paint, so you might get a stress if you lock them. Torps for those long range attacks. Fail safe because he's 1 point extra on his loadout. Got Overtune thrusters for red extra speed when doing red boosts and barrel rolls. It was really cool. We'll be talking about that all game. Slamming with black 1. And of course, the required jamming beam.
Yes. It's free.
It's so many upgrades. He literally had to get 2 cards just to 2 infinite arenas to get all those upgrades on there. Let's take a look at that pod, though. This is Finn. The big deal here, he can add blanks and eyeballs for a string. Well, he adds the eyeball for a string, but he can always add a blank. Has Predator for offensive rerolls, Heroic, so when he adds a blank, he can reroll all of his blanks, and of course, Perceptive Co-Pilot for when he's adding those eyeballs. So tanky and defensive, but when you're lining up those bullseyes, could be an offensive powerhouse as well. Anyways, let's move on to Shazazaro. These are the Resistance Y-Wings. Become very popular with that intuitive interface to get calculates while essentially boosting or taking target locks. Of course, you got to have your 0-point belly run. Never leave home without it. Shaza, if you do attack her, she could allow a ship to gain one of her matching tokens. We got ion cannon here, proton bombs, and of course the engine upgrade and targeting computer, which allows that intuitive interface to function. I'll move on to Wilso's got a very similar loadout, but instead of proton bombs, she's got cluster mines. And Wilso is trying to put out some crits, though I don't think that there's... Wait, I guess... chooses one non-recurring. I was like, could she actually take out Vader's passive sensors? But no, it's non... Wait, yeah, and passive sensors recurs.
Is recurring, yeah.
Yes, of course, of course. But yeah, Wilson's got cluster mines. It's after the things you should get, which is ion cannon, engine upgrade, and targeting computer, and you grab the most expensive bomb you can.
Yep.
Then Lega. Now Lega's interesting because she is the only Y-Wing with a natural missile slot, which allows her to take the chaffed missile. All the other upgrades are the same. She doesn't have targeting computer, got BB-8. So chaff missile and BB-8. This combination allows you to boost in the system phase or barrel roll with BB-8 and then launch an electro chaff missile. Basically doing her best first order bomber impression.
That's well, slightly better. You get the barrel roll too.
You do get the barrel roll, which is if you want to barrel roll then 3 bank.
Yep.
Almost as good as a boost. So yeah, a little bit of beef here. Some efficiency with that top tier ace in Poe for the Resistance. So yeah, it's really a comparable list here where you got your frontline troops in the TIE Fighters versus the Y-Wing. You kind of got a specialty piece in Finn and Feroth, and then the top dogs out there, the aces of the squads. So a very interesting pairing between the two.
And I think we just got our first attack, 2 shields, or 1 shield on Shazazara.
Looks like it. Yeah, that is the pink one there.
Yep.
It looks just out.
Here comes the Jingoist. It's going to have Lega in range. And just rolls the natty 2. Sometimes what you got to do. Natty 2 back on the other side. Let's go.
Not too bad. Expected result maybe, but. So, we're going to check fair off here. Does get an attack off. Okay.
Yep. It's going to be obstructed. Here comes fair off. 2 hits. And uses the force from Palpatine. It is going to go ahead and take 2 more.
Ooh, some early damage here for Eide.
And that shield's on a card. I was right on the first one. It was 2 damage, not 1.
Okay.
So that's already half points on Shashwazara. Range 3. Hit
There
crit.
you go. There you go.
Let's see if Vader can keep the defense up.
No problem. Just
natty 4.
Natties all around.
Ooh, baby.
Maybe Finn?
Yeah.
No Palp. No. This is Seventh Sister.
Sorry, I said Palp. Sorry, that's a reaction.
It's fair.
Yeah, Seventh Sister.
All right. We see Finn here.
Using his ability, and Natty's out of that one too, Will.
Yeah, range 3 obstructed.
All right, measuring from Rampa. Just in case. Not going to have anything in range, and we're going to go ahead and get ready for that 3rd round. Did we have any scrambles?
Yep. We see this one taken here, and Wampa took that one, so it should be 1 apiece.
1 and 1.
Now, Dion, I'm normally on chaff alert. And we see Lega here. Lega is the blue one in the back, correct? So not really a lot of options. Maybe we could see a 3 bank here, and it would look about like that. Yeah, barrel. Then no, that would be
it would be
bank,
it'd be here,
and then like this, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Not great.
It's not a great choice. I think if you're
I guess if you can, I mean, I don't know. That's there's an asteroid right there, but I guess if you can boost and then 3 bank, it would be about here. No, I keep thinking that they're hard turns, aren't they? So this could be a chaff there, but you put yourself right in front of a rock. Could be enough to protect the center objective from taking a scramble action onto it.
I do like that. The 2 forward probably ends up hitting the very edge there, at least in the pink line. I mean, the question is should the chaff be for those ties, or is it for Vader?
It's for Vader,
right?
I assume.
And you're not going to be able to get it this turn. You're going to have to wait at least 1 more to draw them in. But that's such a great weapon, basically breaking that lock, or at least preventing one of those Vader actions.
And of course, you always want to lead your opponent with it. You want them to land on the chaff cloud, so that they cannot perform their perform action step.
Yep. Now somebody said they have belly run. I always got to remind myself what that does.
Does Lega have belly run? She does. It's Wilsa who does him.
All right, so
let's read together here, Jim.
You can perform special attacks even while at range 0 of asteroids. So that means that you can do ion cannon turrets.
Correct. Right? So if you did boost, do the bank to where it's like this, right? You could put yourself on that obstacle to try to maybe protect yourself. It does prevent rerolls while you're at range 0.
I mean, one of my problems with belly run, I feel like it definitely catch an opponent off guard, but I worry about the fact that it has 1 agility. They can get burned down really quickly, and then you're going to put yourself right in front of the whole squad. You do have you would have the obstruction, but then you got 2 potential damage. Like, you don't have collision detector, right?
Sure. Somebody asking about the. I think he turned it off in the meantime. But I'm trying to think here. So what are the 8 lists? We have a Republic and an Empire. That's Grasser versus Duncan. This match on stream, obviously, Empire versus Resistance. Over here we have Andrew Knuckles with Imperials, Vader, Defender, and TIE Fighters, as you do.
Yeah.
Versus
Resistance,
Kova, and Rey.
And this is also Resistance from Joe versus Empire. So we have 1, 2, 3.
There's an Empire on every table.
Yes, and 3 of them are Vader Defender.
Yes,
and
this
one's Vader X1. So Vader is in all of the games.
Vader and Ties as the faction represents itself as to be.
Yep.
So,
I mean that's theme, right?
I mean, if it's gonna look like Star Wars, it's better be like that, right? We're like seeing these iconic ships, the Falcon's out on the table. We got Poe in his black one. Duncan is running Obi-Wan and Anakin. You can't get much more main character than that.
Nope.
So yeah,
you got it all.
Theme on point around here.
Yeah, I gotta love it. Let's see. I know Grasser's list, if I'm not mistaken, is Morna Key with Defender Vader.
Yes, he's got 2 defenders, or Vader, Desi, Tai.
Yeah.
I think he's still got Wampa. I think he only brought 1 Jingoist, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
Yeah, all of them have at least a Jingo and Wampa, if not 2 Jingoist.
And we have a 3 bank here.
So we did not see that chaff. Chaff alert gone, but we did see that barrel roll from BB-8. Could catch these Ties off guard with maybe a block.
Let's see, Andrew looking at the side. Going for the boost. Does it fit? Oh, it fits. So trying to get into Vader's face, gets to calculate because of the intuitive interface.
Correct, yep. Yep, trying to prevent Vader from getting all those beautiful actions.
And we're going to go ahead and turn the Lega.
Ooh, she's going to boost. Oh, look at this block. Nice.
Getting into the grill. This boost does mean that if that front row of TIE fighters pops over, they're probably just going to go ahead and scramble. But this could end up causing a bit of a pileup.
All right, are you trying to explain which dial is which? Do we have an instant replay?
I mean, it's not instant. We can do it, but it's... All right, they're good. They're good. They're fine. They figured it out.
Okay, there was some confusion about which dial was which. We weren't obviously paying attention to where dials were.
Right.
Ah, Radiant. You are referring to the non-errata BB-8.
Yes,
it recently got changed to the system phase, and now Astromech and obviously BB-8 were changed to be in the system phase when obviously you don't have a dial at that point in time.
Yep.
So not restricted to your maneuver. But that is a great topic to bring up. I doubt that they have the new one in our system, but yes, they moved it in that way. Probably to slow down Poe a little bit, the maneuvering before his action. If you can imagine a barrel rolled and a 2-bank boost in before his dial, it's a little bit much.
Alrighty, so we did see that ISB Jingoist and Eide hit the gas, got over, and Nathan used his action to go ahead and claim that center objective, which means that most likely we're going to have a 2-1 advantage to Nathan at the end of this round. All right, so the maneuver there would have bumped into the Y-wing going into Lega, so it is a enemy ship bump. Gonna go ahead and take that focus strikes.
So the maneuver overlapped an enemy ship.
Correct. Yes.
And then was slid back to bump hit a friendly. But it doesn't care who you bump. It cares who's in at the end of your template.
That's right. outside of weird situations where it's like you wouldn't have made it anyway because of a friendly ship, like the back, and then you hit the friendly ship.
Sure,
right?
sure. Well, that's a friendly overlap.
Right.
All right, yeah, and Fairleft here, just waiting for Poe to come in and stress himself. Would like to get that tractor on him through Seventh Sister.
That's right. It's perfectly safe, I promise. And this Nathan executing the plan. He wants to bring Vader and Fairleft in together to both be able to strike on Poe. Focus fire is good. It wins games.
Yep. So here it is. We see the situation. Vader is first player and throws down the passive sensors.
So passive sensor allowing you to delay that target lock decision. In this case, it's going to go on Poe, but it kind of allows you to not ignore road, but road doesn't prevent you from getting that target lock.
Exactly.
If the other 6 is moving after you. So just a focus, debating to use.
Well, because you know the Pharaoh's block's coming, so maybe you do want to do a fast maneuver rather than be slowed down.
And we're going to go ahead and slap the target lock with a stress.
Okay, he does.
So now Seventh Sister is range 0 to 1?
1.
Okay.
Yeah, 0 to
range
1. Yep, so when Seventh Sister blocks you and you try to take that red focus, you're either going to get tractor beamed off of her so she can shoot at you, or you're going to sit there with just a stress token and no focus.
Sad.
Yeah, pretty sad. Don't do that. Okay.
All right, so
we'll have Vader start the the passive sensors here. So what that happens is that when your charge is inactive, when it's spent, you can take a target lock or calculate action. Then X1 Vader's Poe, or X1 Vader can target lock Poe and then take other actions afterwards. So they're asking about. I can answer that.
Well, what's the question?
About the lock. I didn't mean to meet you.
All right.
Very good rules question.
All right, so go ahead and walk us through there. So it's fair sphere paint, which is making this situation tricky for Darth Vader. Now, if fair sphere paint, if Vader does not have the bullseye, he will either have to break the lock or take a stress. So in this instance, he's choosing basically not to end up with the lock, right? He checked. I don't know if they even checked a bullseye, but he chose to break the lock, which was still a successful action. He just chose to remove the lock token. There's an errata now that allows you to break the lock instead of taking the stress. And then now he's activating Vader's ability to barrel roll. As a pretty interesting rules question. Because if he was stressed, now he can do other Vader actions. That's right. And I mean, that's the point. That's why you bring Vader, right? Is multi-actions. Multi-actions are good. Taking this turn off from being able to hit hard, but rather than getting greedy. Exactly. For the next, for the future. Yeah, Poe's going to be there. Poe can't go that far. Does have slam, but not in a great spot for it. Here we go. Looks like this Vader range 3 into Poe. Just with that primary, going to be 2 dice. That is the natural dice. Yeah. Could spend the force, but he wants to stay defensive, so holds it. Ooh, triple evade. Plenty of evade. So good choice. Yeah, man. I don't know. I think they eyeballed the bullseye, but it was worth trying to see if you might have the bullseye for it. Here's Poe's Torp. Big money. Does not want to spend the focus to give her off the free evade.
But he's still going to take 2 shields and a crit on it.
Yep. All right, so dealing him out.
Direct
it is a direct hit after taking off those shields. And that's going into Captain Faroff.
Yep. Halfway through Faroff.
Jingoist ends up triggering here. He's going to give a strain instead of losing the focus on the Y-wing. And
but same thing.
Yeah, calculate.
One damage.
Just one. It's automatic.
Yeah, just takes it.
Lega takes a shield. The next Jingoist in blue is going to go ahead and try to reach out for Wilsa.
Yeah, I believe you had to declare the token and then allow your opponent to choose. It's not what I heard, but maybe I'm mistaken. I thought you had to choose the token.
Not sure.
Not sure. D's standing right there, so
yeah,
we'll trust in him. Not that I don't trust these players. I think I may have just misheard him.
Yeah. I mean, Andrew wanted his mod. He's like, no, I want to punch you. Like he's got the ion cannon. All right, no damage on that TIE fighter shot. Wampa has got a shot here, range 3 at Wilsa, or range 2 going into Shasta. Shasta's the one only 3 hole right now.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of surprised he's splitting up fire here. And spends hit, crit. Hit, crit on Wilsa. And that is ion cannon coming in from Eide and Versio. So ionized. And the new rules there for ionization mean that locks get broken once you're ionized.
Exactly, yeah. Your little computer gets all frazzled.
And here we go, going into the Reaper from the Y-Wing.
Got 2, just sets down the automatic evade.
So it takes 1. Down to 3 hole.
All right, shooting at Poe here.
And that's first shield there. Ion cannon going into the Reaper. Now, if the Reaper does end up getting ionized, can still use the ailerons. True. But that's not going to do it.
No, that Y-Wing boosted. Okay, going to Wampa here with the Y-Wing. Shut down that ability to get the extra dice. And took his mod away as well. There you go.
That's right. The Wampa's so valuable in the end game. The ship count goes down.
Wampa might not get there with Finn around, rolling all paint.
Oh, 3 hits. It's going to only take 1 damage.
No problem for them. I lost Eide in this mix. She is the green one.
Correct.
Okay. Excuse me. Ooh, got the netties there.
Ornaments, right? 3 for 10.
All right.
So, we finished that round 2. We're going to be looking at those scramble actions.
That's right.
And if I'm not mistaken, we got red up here. And then this one still goes to Andrew.
So it's going to be 2 to Nathan. 1 to Andrew. And that leads us to a score of currently 3-2. Nathan leading. Going into this one, of course, we have Faroff down to 3 hole. That's in jeopardy. Shasazaro with 3 hole. I'm kind of surprised that I guess it was only going to be 1 damage with the ion. But I'm kind of surprised with the amount of damage that went into Sasha with only 3 hull that Nathan didn't focus it down. Maybe is the idea to get 2 of the Y-Wings kind of close and let Vader clean it up later, coming from behind.
So that Y-Wing that we see there should be initiative 3, if I'm not mistaken. And that's Shanza. So which means that Iden and the Jingoist could just initiative kill it next round.
True. That's very true. I do like that. We're going into round 4. Going around 4.
So there's discussion about overdrive and slam. From what I understand, you can hard 2, clear your stress, boost, and then when you red action slam, you can choose a 3-speed maneuver then, which could in fact be a Talon roll or a hard 3 maneuver.
It's bonkers. And remember, that is a change to the rules. You can now slam on that second action. Previously, there was a lockdown that it could only ever be your perform action step action.
Yeah, I remember very distinctly when they announced that card and we're like, what T-70 has a red slam?
Yep. They were waiting. They had it in the wings saying, is it really be too much? And they've released it now. It's basically new content.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, with the changes to BB-8, right, and the differences for the Heralds of Hope.
Gotta love it. Want to say a shout out to our 394 people watching from around the world. Thank you so much for your support. As for tournaments that are coming up, we're going to be at the Nova Open. I'll be streaming there. So make sure if you are in that area, would love to see you guys playing at the Nova Open. Shout out to the organizers. They're going to be helping us out there, providing us with internet and giving you guys those awesome games. We also have a Galactic Championship qualifier. If you play online X-Wing, or maybe you've been curious, we have coming up on August 27th, the Oricon Galactic Qualifier. That's going to be happening during the Eastern United States time zone. So we have another US-based one. Would love to see a bunch more players. And if you are currently pending on the tabletop.to roster, I will get to it when we get back.
Yes, indeed.
One thing that's really cool is, you know, I know that there's always a split between how does online translate to in person, right? That skill gap, and while it's, you know, it's not exactly the same visually, it is pretty cool to see players that do play online doing well, right? Like that's awesome, because there's a lot of reps there, a lot of reps.
Yeah, I mean, it's one and the same now, in my opinion. All right, we see the BB-8 boost here. No chaff cloud down yet, but BB-8's all used up. Should be able to get the, we see there the free calculate, that interaction between engine upgrade and BB-8 and intuitive interface. It doesn't matter that you, if the action you performed was, what do I want to say, on your action bar, it just had to be given to you by an upgrade. So that it does count. Same thing if you had like afterburners, it would also count for that.
We did just see Sasha drop the proton bomb, and nice. I think I heard Andrew say cluster time.
Yeah, bombs away.
All right, they are down there, very wide set. What's wider, a chaff cloud or cluster missiles? Are they about the same size?
Ooh, the chaff cloud is only like 3/4 to a half. It's like 2/3 a base wider on each side, if that makes sense. So, Lou's asking deep rules questions here. The slam maneuver has to be on your dial.
Correct. So you pick a 2, and then you overdrive, you bump it up.
And you pick a 3 then.
And it says you must.
Yeah, you must pick a 3.
Yeah, you must pick a move with a higher template.
That's my understanding.
Yep.
That you can, again, you could.
It's one of these abilities that go, like, it because there's a must there, that supersedes the slam rule.
Correct.
All right, so we just saw.
You still have to choose something on your dial. That's my understanding. We'll wait for the official ruling from D.
We did just see Finn bump into Wampa there.
Okay. Oh, look at this tight little sloop.
Ooh, sloop-de-doop. So we might have Poe jump in front, but I mean, this is kind of a classic one-forward Poe situation. But I guess you have to choose, right? Because Vader is not going to be K-turning or anything like that. Vader's going to go nice and slow.
One bank or
one
whatever.
bank, yeah. So choose. You want to get shot by Farroff or Vader, or both if you somehow end up the cream in that Oreo sandwich.
Oh, yeah. You're going to see here the objective being taken by that Y-Wing. So quick out there with those boosts.
And there's a turn. Might see a rotate on the
boost. Really going to go for the lock here. Surprised he doesn't boost to try to block Vader.
lock in the Reaper. You're just gonna focus on getting those points. 4 points and 3 hull left.
Hey, points of points.
That's right.
That's worth a Y-Wing. So now you can trade a Y-Wing after that Reaper goes away.
And here we go. The Jingoist banking in, and the cluster missiles will not be connecting. And that is a 3 sweep on those objectives with that action from the Jingoist.
No. The Y-Wing took this one.
Oh, the Y-Wing took that one. Okay, so he balanced it back out to 2-1.
All right.
Now, Eide is going to be taking a proton bomb. Unavoidable.
Yeah, she could. I mean, she could avoid it. She is Eide.
She is.
But it seems a bit unnecessary for just a single crit.
Unless it's real bad.
Well, that's the problem, is that you don't get to see it before you throw it away.
True. All right, IM maneuver happens here from the Y-Wing. Wilsa, one straight, going to end up bumping into an enemy ship. Has the option to focus. And going to do it.
Elf Ninja dropping some D rulings here. We'll confirm with them.
We just saw Seventh Sister.
Oh, okay. No. Tried to tractor him onto a rock. That ain't right. Okay, a little.
So that.
Andrew
rules up there.
Yes.
You know.
Go ahead, go for it.
So he was going to go ahead and say, he said, I tracked you on the rock. He said, you can't because the new tractor rules say that you are unable to.
Correct. So he after some rules discussion, Andrews allows him very politely, didn't have to do that, but trying to earn some dice karma, you know what I'm saying?
The dice karma.
By being nice
it.
to his opponent, allowing them to rethink that decision. He could have obviously just let him do it, and then he wouldn't be able to do it to Poe.
That's very true.
So he's going to choose to jam instead.
And there you go. So they settle on the jam. So you know what? Nathan said, I spent it. Let's go ahead. We're just going to go ahead and jam the Y-Wing.
Okay, that's fair.
That's
See,
fair.
That's fair, you know.
And passive sensors on Vader, waiting for Poe Dameron. So now, with Seventh Sister already spent, you can go ahead and take a stress without any worries.
I don't even see D. Where did he even go? Snuck off, huh? Okay. Yeah, passive sensor. So Poe gets through. I can't see because of our sub gold there for the time being.
Oh, no, that didn't do it. By the way, we're going to be giving away that Star Wars Celebration ship after this round.
Nice. Better stay tuned. Thank you for everybody resubscribing, gifting subs. Isofane dropping 100 subs for Dion making the cut. So very much appreciated. It's the kind of support that gets us through these events, or really gets us to the events.
Yep.
All right, we see a boost and then tried to barrel roll out and was unable.
All right, so that means Farrell's going to have a shot. Farrell's going to have a shot, but got out of Vader's arc, which I think is more important offensively.
Yep, so you remove the stress to jam or tractor. Yes, that is exactly right. All right, probably going to see that lock go on to the Y-wing from passive. Maybe take a focus and a barrel roll? No, I guess you can't barrel roll out of arc because that Y-wing's got a turret.
That's right. So you just hang out there. Better risk the primary than the ion.
Of course, yeah.
Picked up the lock, has a focus. They did mention the bomb. Did we hear what happened to Eide? All right. Vader coming in. It's going to try to...
We'll stop him before Eide engages, at least. Ooh, range one shot from Vader looking pretty good here. Yep. Spins for 3 and a crit.
And hit crit. That crit's gonna stick. Oh no, shields were down already.
Yep,
Wounded
so
pilot.
One down, one up, and wounded.
So with the intuitive interface, that wounded pilot could end up hurting.
I'm going to remind it before they try to activate.
I think it may have been a double damage. If there's two cards on Eide. All right. Next shot. Cool. We got that double check.
So they just didn't maneuver or move the TIE fighter. Or sorry, they didn't move the bomb from underneath the TIE fighter. It's just easier that way.
So looking for choices here. And we're going to go ion cannon, long range to Poe. Spends 3 hits, and oh, the ion heroic does trigger and saves Poe. Oh my goodness. Wow. So only a single damage. That could have been terrible. That could have been terrible. You just missed a little roller coaster there.
Woo, okay.
Eide shot 3 hits, ion cannon, Poe blank out, slight pause, heroic, and then only took the 1 damage.
Nice.
1 hit, evaded.
Easy evade, sir.
And the Jingos did end up taking Wilsa out. Initiative 4 is done. We're at 3s now. One, shields are down on Poe. Now we're at initiative 3. Here comes range 2. Probably trying to dig in for some crits here into the Reaper. That's a hit crit. Evade. Take to crit. Structural damage for the Empire there. That means it's going to be a little easier. That means Farrell's ability doesn't work at range 1 or 2.
Shut down. Yeah. We still have a Y-Wing sitting there. Pink. Shanza. There we go. Range with the ion cannon turret there. Gonna spin the evade stake. Just 1 damage. Ooh, I might try to elusive to prevent the ion. Nope.
And that ion went on?
No, it's just 1 damage. She was trying to prevent the damage as well with the elusive.
And that was onto who?
That was onto Wampa.
Got it.
All right, Iden has the elusive here against that 3 hits coming in.
And got what he needed.
Ooh.
And Iden was at 1 health, so that would have been it for her.
Oh. All right.
Hit focus. All right.
There he
And
is.
Finn avoiding the damage by taking a strain and spending the focus.
Yep. Exactly. That ability to add the eyeball result, so powerful with Perceptive Copilot.
And we're going to get to objective scoring. 2 points for Nathan and 1 for Andrew. We'll go ahead and double check our score with theirs. And that's what we got. 8-3. Let's go ahead and cut to these players. So we're going into round 5. Obviously, they don't know, but they're. I mean, you can see they're playing at a pretty good clip. They're playing pretty fast.
Yes, actually, pretty good here.
Yeah, this is maybe where the tempo might slow down just a little bit. They do naturally like move the ships around pretty fast, but we might see the overall tempo slow down.
Nunner?
Yes.
Thank you for joining us. This is the top 8. We will be streaming the top 4 and finals immediately after this. No lunch breaks. We're trying to get out of here. They'll be closing down Gen Con. So we're on a tight schedule. But I hope you join us for this game and the next 2. Should be an amazing day.
That's right. If you watched our Adepticon coverage, we were in charge of running the event. We also had the stream going. They were literally tearing down the convention
Yes.
as we were finishing the final.
Yes, they almost picked up the table to pack it away with the players playing on it.
We had one of the last tables. We hit the last 4 tables.
The last table,
Yeah.
yes. So we try not to. We'll try not to have that situation occur again. We appreciate Gen Con and, of course, Asmodee allowing us to use their space. I mean, they put on the event.
Right.
But we thank them for putting on the event.
Yep.
And would want to, show some respect in return.
That's right. Shout out to D Yoon, our brother in arms. All right. For being the showrunner here at the event. It's great to be here and be among friends. Let's go ahead. We'll head to the table as they prepare for the next.
How many
turn?
How many rounds have GSP done? We're gonna get a total of 20 games in this weekend on stream. 5 every day, and then 5 for the cut as well. We've been trading off, though.
We're going to need to call in some assistant editors. So many games. All the games.
Yeah, no kidding.
Do we need to donate snacks to the top 4?
I think I'm almost out of snacks. I was bringing Cliff Bars. I saw a couple of players fade in yesterday. I was trying to offer them our extra waters and stuff, making sure that everyone's not too mentally drained. Still staying hydrated. Eating and hydration's often forgotten when you get into the adrenaline-filled rush of a game.
All right, we got some mixed nuts here. You can just dabble out.
I think we also have snacks in addition to those crazy players, Dion.
We do.
Anyways, we're gonna see. Baffle. What am I missing about this heroic insurance card?
He wants it. He wants it like an insurance card. Like it looks like an insurance card, but it's really a heroic altar card.
Okay, awesome.
It's been on my like idea kind of list for a while. It just hasn't happened yet.
Nano Antonio resubscribing for 32 months. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody again who's been so generous with your donations and support throughout the weekend. It really, really does help.
All right, 3K coming in. That is Wampa. Wampa likes that. It's basically going to be set up on the flank here, chasing Finn. Finn doesn't have anything to defend behind himself, minus K turning, but it generally doesn't want to do that.
No, not normally. Yeah, Ryan described him as a shark, where you only forward, no K turn.
That's right. Double focus. All right, 3-bank is the move from the Reaper.
Hey.
It is a white maneuver, so going to end up staying stressed. Does bump into Poe. That is the call there. Again, with those bumping rules, you got to look to see what is the ship that actually caused you not to complete the maneuver, and that is what determines whether or not you ran into a friendly or ran into an enemy. And Vader got slid around, but they did put a template there, which is great. A good idea there. And we're going threes. Y-wing coming in now. Hard to. The arc is pointed to the right side right now, so either is going to have to focus on some of those TIE fighters coming in or rotate if you still want Farroth. Otherwise, Farroth is going to be able to live another turn unless we're going to see Poe flip it around.
Yeah, well, I mean, the bomb was dropped there, so probably not. Probably going to see a slam disengage. I do have some reply. Well, first off, thank you, Falcon, for your continued subscription through Prime Gaming.
Shout, shout.
But there was a question about how many rounds left. So this is the top 8. We'll have the top 4 right afterwards, and then a final match. So 2.5 more rounds left to go. And then we'll determine the North American champion.
Ow, ow!
Did they give away the ship? No, we got to stay till the end of this round, and we'll be giving away that Ahsoka.
We are not stringing you along at all.
No.
All right, and there it is right now for Lega. Her arc was pointed to the opposite side, so we just saw a rotate action going towards the right side in order to have some shots into Wampa. Here we go, Iden.
Let's see what Iden did. Goes right on to the bomb.
5 straight. If Poe
4K.
Oh, well, unfortunately, that's not going to matter with that proton bomb.
That's not good. This guy just picked up wingspan. Even got a little nest, too. Nice. It's like halfway to GSP. The old wingspan.
Yep. It's win GSP and.
Exactly.
When we're doing our online events and I type in GSP for the tables, all the wingspan games come up too.
Exactly.
It was annoying when that game came out. I was like, come on.
No. We didn't know, but you sound confident enough and it's good.
That's true.
The players just want a confident answer. That's all they want. I think it did move slightly, but not enough to
matter.
Exactly.
All right, so scooping down with the other Jingoist. Gonna probably have some long-range shots on Poe, who we expect to slam a jam here.
Yeah, he's not sticking around to get eat by that bomb. A couple talk about Worlds which is in Adepticon. You know GSP will be there in our hometown of Chicagoland.
That's
I guess
right.
Schaumburg is not technically Chicago, deal.
No, Schaumburg is not Chicago.
Is it Chicagoland?
It is in Chicagoland.
Okay.
It is in Chicagoland. But when it comes to premier events, that's essentially our house, right?
This is our home. It's home turf.
That's home turf. Party in the backyard afterwards.
Yeah, speaking of home turf, Andrew here is a local to Indiana. So this is his home turf. Eide coming from the Wisconsin area. So big Midwest representation.
All right, looking for Vader options here.
Tempted to barrel roll onto the mine here with Vader. This is utilizing pattern analyzer to take an action while doing a red maneuver.
I think what Nathan is thinking about here is you could sacrifice 2 potential damage. You still got your shields in order to most likely have a shot and finishing off Shashazaro this turn.
I think the target lock barrel roll fits, no problem. But that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Not only fits, but gets arc. So I think that's the play you had to make.
Who's the Wisconsinite? Nathan Eide is out of Wisconsin.
Nope. Plays out of the board game Barista, if I'm not mistaken.
A barrister.
Barrister?
I actually don't think that's a store anymore.
Oh, that's right. They closed down. Rip.
But looks like he does not clip the bomb here and has the angle, or not the angle, but the distance needed to actually have that Y-wing in arc.
There you go. Yeah, so a little clarification there. Pattern analyst says before you would receive the stress.
Yep.
You can take an action, because it actually doesn't allow you to take actions while stressed. It just allows you a window beforehand.
That's right. And then you end up nesting the Vader ability inside of that.
Exactly. So we're going to see a barrel roll and then that overtuned 2-bank boost.
Get out of there. We're going to see
Goodbye.
Eide go kaboom here in a second.
Yep, and Poe can always slammed. No.
Yeah, he got out.
He slammed? He barrel roll.
He did.
Slam? Why not boost? What's the difference?
Habit.
What? Maybe I'm missing something.
Eide uses her ability so that she doesn't die.
Of course.
Yep.
That's how that works.
And 1 hit. Change to a crit with Vader.
Spin the lock.
And blanks.
Ooh,
hit crit.
Shasta could live. Well, takes a hit crit.
Takes a hit crit. Let's see what we get. Wounded pilot.
Okay. We'll have to go through the mines next round. But that's next round.
Yep.
We'll worry about that then.
That's tomorrow problems. Two focus, or 2 hits with a 2 blanks in a focus. Here comes initiative 3s.
It's like a strain and a 50-50.
No, it's yes, actually like a strain, 50-50 stress, breaks off. It's kind of like
Hit crit. Reroll. Here's the elusive trigger. And got the 2 you needed. And here comes an ion cannon, 2 hits, triple focus.
Only has a calculate? No focus there to save him. Who's debating that? So saves the focus actually then.
Yep, and that's on that pink jingoist. Range 2 coming in from Finn. Holding on to that green token for defense right here. Evade and takes only 1 on that jingoist. Down to 1 hole.
No, it does not break box. It's just like a range target.
1 hit, 2 focuses there.
No, the dropping breaks box.
And Lega takes 1 there. That's a shield. All right, and with the objectives getting counted up.
I'm going to ask him about that slam, just to make sure.
This is, I would guess that it probably wasn't a slam. It was the boost, and this is just Andrew putting that down as a
Why would he do
habit.
that then? Do you not want me to? I don't have
I would
to.
say just leave it alone.
Okay.
Because yeah,
There's 12 minutes left, so
Yeah,
let's not distract the players. That's probably appropriate. Yeah.
because the 2 bank technically is still legal if he did a boost and not a slam.
Well, if it's a slam, it would be 3. That's the difference.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is that we didn't hear which one it is, so I know that there's a
Okay.
weapon. You know what I'm saying?
We'll
Like
just let it ride.
it works. It
We'll
works
let it
both
ride.
ways.
We gotta trust the players at one point, so or at some point, you know.
Yeah.
Either way, he could get there if he wanted to.
Right.
That's true. He just, if anything, accidentally flipped his black one for no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be slamming around. You never know.
Yeah.
Could be important. But as we wind down here, do you want to talk about our sponsors for this weekend? That's Curveball Creatives, 20% off the entire store at curveballcreatives.com. And of course, our Patreons. Check out patreon.com/Gold Squadron. Become part of our largest group of supporters. They are really what helps us get to these events, providing this content for you. So big shout out to them, including our Grand Animal patrons, who will be giving out a t-shirt at the end of this round, in addition to that Ahsoka Star Wars Celebration ship.
Yeah. Super excited to do that giveaway here at the end of the round, and we're gonna be hustling into the next one. And what I want to do, Will, is the other top 4 game. I want to move the mat back here.
Oh, we're doing double cam?
We're gonna flip that camera.
Okay.
Point it down. We won't have a dice cam.
That's fine.
But we'll be able to just take some peeks into that other game.
Okay. Assuming Deuce is fine with that, right? Less places for him to walk around.
That's right.
You don't mind if we put the top 4 table right here, do you?
And we can flip that other camera so we can get a little dual stream going. All right.
All right. The Star Wars sweatshirt's coming off. Eide is getting ready here. It's serious now.
That's right.
It's like Ash Ketchum turning his hat backwards. He's ready to duel. Thank you so much, Innkeeper, for that continued Prime Gaming subscription. So close to the 3-year mark.
So close. Yeah, we're gonna have that big explosion in the corner next month.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we had Wampa up there. Take us 2 straight. Focus. Keeping it pretty simple. Can't get too fancy yet. Finn. We're gonna guess it's an offensive machine. Is he willing to spend his action on flipping the scramble? And he's gonna go ahead double focus.
Not really Finn's specialty.
That's right. He's here to punch, right?
He's here to double focus. Not known for his scenario actions.
All right. Big move into the corner there for Faroff. Takes a stress.
Yep, with controlled ailerons, it can easily just hard 1 next round.
So while they're doing that, so
What are you trying to do?
all right, so they're gonna hit.
Yeah, okay,
All right.
so okay.
There you go. So they didn't have to mark ships and do all that. They just rolled for the bomb.
Yeah,
Is that-
but they still need to know which mine gets removed, though.
All right.
There you
So
go.
clears those two Shastas off the board. 4-13.
Yeah, Andrew needs to find a way to score some points here. Captain Fair ate those big attacks, but then is able to hide in the corner for the rest of the game here. Out Poe on the move, unable to stick around and trade shots.
All right. Y-Wings. A little side-to-side method headed towards the bottom of the board. Ion cannon pointed at the Jingoist, the pink one, in the center.
Yeah, remember, we item popped her charge there to prevent the critical damage from the proton bomb.
That's right. Staying alive. All right, just going to go ahead and focus. Looks like we lost the dice camera, so we're just going to go ahead and turn that off for a second.
Not sure what happened with that.
Not sure why.
We did have a little bit of flickering yesterday afternoon. Looks like it's back up, though.
All right. And here we go, 3 hard.
Starting to build up a little bit of leeway.
And just those TIE fighters moving into position to basically threaten Poe if he does that Talon roll.
Always stressed because of that, the linked action.
And 3 forward. And Eide just making sure that that bottom objective is currently claimed by him. Vader's actions, probably passive sensor here. No, going to go ahead and take the evade, playing it safe. Even though Vader has full health, we do have Finn out there, who he, of course, does punch pretty hard.
Yeah, what's the points difference here? 9 points? Yeah.
That needs to be overdrive, right? Or was
Why?
that no? That 3 bank boost. That was the first one. Second move was a lock.
Then-
See,
then
now
he
I
locks.
messed that up.
Then he locks. I
Yeah, it was
know.
a boost. Yeah.
Yep.
Boost first. So regular boost.
Yep, regular boost, then red lock.
All right, and here's Poe.
Torp.
Proton torpedo.
There you go. Got 3 onto Wampa
Hit it crit.
and kills him.
Wamba.
Wampa'd.
Wamba boom.
We have built up a little bit of a pad, so if you want to swap out the table, like that shouldn't impact setup too much. That's
I mean, are you going to make Duncan play on stream if we force it?
If I, what is the policy? I don't even like.
Technically, in Gen Con,
Hells yes.
you've waived your media rights.
Hells yes.
That's true.
It's
We are going to put a camera on
and
both
we-
tables, so he doesn't really have an option.
Yeah.
So he might as well be on the main one.
Sure.
all right.
Absolutely.
And we
But
got
DQ him if not.
Agreed.
that is on.
He's already got his
both,
world invite. Whatever.
that is on both sides. Here's gonna go ion cannon, going into the pink Jingoist. 2 hits. Ion threat looming and is not gonna get it. Only
took
takes the damage. But that's what you needed.
Yep. Jingoist gone. Okay, a couple pop here from the TIE Fighters, and Andrew's scoring some points. I mean, Aiden's down to 1 now. Like, there's points to be got out there, outside of Darth Vader.
Strain focus from Finn. Safe.
Yep, and Finn's, as I said, being a shark, he's coming into the corner next round.
I think Andrew's starting to see the fact that he has a win condition.
Win conditions coming back.
I felt
well,
like
this is helping, right?
Yeah.
These are Andrews. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's definitely step one, is to keep up with the objective points. And now he's being able to kill some TIE fighters. We see it go 2-1. And though time is ticking down, most likely last round here. So we'll see if, I mean, Finn has to essentially keep the strain to get the shot on Farouf, if I'm not mistaken, right? Like one bank isn't gonna get all the way over here. Oh, I mean, that's a risk. Wait, where is actually the board edge?
You want me to make it disappear for a second?
Yeah, can you kill the dark net part?
Right there. He's got a little more space.
Oh yeah, see, he's got space to one bank. He can just sit right here if he wants to.
Yep.
See, that again, this is variable time. The difference in play actually is really impressive to me the more and more we interact with the variable time, because in this instance you would say time of the round.
Yep.
And if they said 2 minutes, sweet, I'm putting 1 forward on that dial.
Yep.
I guess he could do it and then stop, but again, without knowing the exact amount of time left, you could, in theory, fly your own ship off the board if you don't do it correctly.
Whew. This is tight.
How do I see the bracket again? Exclamation point bracket.
Easy, baby. And a reminder, yes, with the TIE Reapers, the errata, Reapers no longer have to ailerons.
Exactly.
They may ailerons.
May do an ailerons boost before the dial.
And strikers must, unless your name.
Unless it's Duchess.
Your name is Duchess, yeah.
So we're ticking down here. The fact that they're double checking dials here is almost going to ensure the last round. Wait for their time to.
And do we have the other games wrapped up? Looks like
yes.
we
have
do.
Joe beating out Zach Bart, Andrew Knuckles beating out Mark Myers, and Crasser and Duncan finished their game, I assume.
Can I say it is absolutely hilarious?
Duncan moves forward. Oh yeah, we were talking about having him on stream.
Yeah.
So I kind of assumed, or maybe I should not have assumed that.
Oh,
there's the chaff alert.
No. Oh, no, it is the chaff. You're right.
If Knuckles wins, do we get 40%? The whole store's free.
He's got to feed his family.
Oh.
What about the kitty cats?
There's kitties. Yeah, he was trying to get that new laser cutter, so.
Yep. Time in the round. Time, right?
I mean, you were on a separate clock, right?
No.
That's time in the round.
Yeah.
No, we told them very specifically they were not.
You guys have all the locks here? Yeah.
I don't have all of them. I have three. I have 6 total.
I have small rocks.
They are small.
So let's finish this up, and we can go. This is we're on the last round. It could flip here.
All right, could you put a mat here in front of that camera? Kick all those people out and put a mat right there.
All right. And we're hitting on the gas. 5 straight. Smack the Y-wing.
Okay. So Poe not turning in? Question mark?
Hasn't moved yet. We're on Eide right now.
Yeah, but he just launched a chaff cloud out there, so.
So that means that he's not trying to save those points.
We'll see. We got the other Jingoist coming in. It's at full health. Shouldn't be too afraid of Finn, but you never know.
last round.
Yeah, we have Vader's gonna struggle here. Yeah, this is a Darth Vader. I just now realized it's mag pulse instead of a afterburners. Normally, always see afterburners on your X1 Vaders.
Mag pulse is out there for salvage. That's the.
I mean, you already
the
get crits though, so is it really that important? It's the
maybe if you
jam
gotta take away the range bonus. 3 dice attack.
I'm thinking like maybe to jam a wedge or something before it shoots. Jam a Luke.
Yeah.
Before it can shoot a torp.
Yeah, it does both those things. It takes away the range bonus. You get a jam.
Right.
That's
makes sense. Why didn't Finn get any tokens? I believe it's because he took it. He actually did. Right? Or excuse me. Andrew's in desperation points mode, and if he can, I mean, he knows the score.
Yeah.
He knows that 3 won't be enough.
But if he 3 plus killing a ship might be.
He trades a 3-point Y-wing for a 3-point. What do I want to say? Item. Still equal though.
Yeah. There's something 4 points? Fair-off's 4. I think that's. But
again, you think this is range?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Finn doesn't have any modifiers now.
It's
so.
two. Well, he's got.
You can add a blank.
Predator. He might have Predator.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, Predator and add a focus that can be re-rolled.
You're not wrong.
All right, so Poe's going to be a non-factor this turn.
Yeah, just barrel, boost out, leave. Where's your focus? Oh, see, he wanted to slam it. Anyways, just boost out. Vader's
wait, no, Andrew would win because if he gets Eide for 1 point plus 3, but I guess if they trade ships, that's
what I'm saying. If they trade ships, it doesn't matter.
But I mean, Lega has 5 health. Vader doesn't even have a lock.
And there's no shots on Finn, so yeah. Lega was sneaking around the whole time up there.
Yeah.
They're doing the same math we just did now. Either way, Eide has to die for Andrew to win.
Yep.
This is coming down pretty close. Honestly, Vader might as well just barrel roll into Finn and just try to blast him. Is that worth it? I mean, your Vader's got 5 health, so unlikely to die from Finn's range 1, right?
Well, with the Jingoist, you could shoot here. You bring Vader over, right?
Yeah, I think you do.
Take that shot. Finn's not going to do 5 damage to Vader, most likely.
Right?
And this is where he debates the barrel roll.
No, I mean, I don't think it's debate. They got a barrel linked into you, or he just takes the evade. Sure, why not?
But now it's obstructed.
Yeah, I would have liked to see the barrel roll.
The barrel roll, yeah.
You do the debris gambit, then you do red barrel roll after the linked focus. Oh, and mag pulse missile.
Yeah, fires the mag pulse. Critical.
And the deplete. Ooh, that's how he's going to save Eide. Nice.
I forgot about the deplete on the mag pulse.
It is a deplete as well. That's going to be a single pew against an evaded Eide. I think that mag pulse might have just won Eide the game.
And it took away the green token as well.
So it's going to come down to...
This is the TIE Fighter, Jingoist. Disable power regulator into Lega.
He needs range 1 here, or else it's GG.
Oh, well...
So the only option is that Finn has to roll blank and add a blank, heroic it into 3,
right,
and fair off dice. This is it.
This is for the game. Fins. So Faroff's got two hull.
Two yellow hull, but he has the automatic evade, so he's going to need to roll.
He has structural damage.
Yeah, but you still get the range bonus.
Oh, you're right. You sure do. And that's the game. Congratulations to Nathan Eide, wrapping it up right there. Andrew would score 3 points at the end of the turn with a final score of 14-13. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, Row 6, 626, Chief, and J List, our Grand Admiral patrons. And all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members, thank you for your support. Gold Squadron out.